So that was Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I don't want to go much longer than an hour and a half. Man, to say that this was a base breaker for that this broke the fandom is an understatement. We thought that Disney had a plan. We thought that they knew what they were doing. That they had a reason for buying Star Wars and Lucasfilm. They didn't. They just by Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson's, J.J. Abrams, Bob Iger's, all their admissions, they had no plan going into this. They just, apparently the director of this, Ryan Johnson, he started writing for this movie before filming of The Force Awakens was finished. And he didn't even know what was going on, so he just made up his own thing. Or maybe he did, and he just went off in his own tangent, and wow. Wow. But here's the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about. We as Star Wars fans, we've dealt with a lot. There are problems that many of us had with the Return of the Jedi, or the prequels, or various other things. Like there was these movies focused on the Ewoks back in the mid '80s, and of course there was the holiday special. I'm not gonna watch that, just so you know. I don't even know if I can find that. That would be interesting to watch, though. That movie is a drug trip. But Star Wars fans have dealt with a lot. We have had a lot of controversial movies that have put people in different camps and divided people, if you will. And this, The Last Jedi is nothing new. We've had bad Star Wars movies before. But what we haven't had is just how stupid this backlash was. The backlash that Disney and Lucasfilm and all the people that they work with, they're people who write articles for various sites like, I don't know, Forbes and Variety and the magazines and whatever you have. They did not want this. They did not like our opinions on this movie. They thought we were wrong. They thought we didn't know what we were talking about. They started attacking us in all sorts of really, really, really stupid ways. What is up with Hollywood nowadays? Once The Last Jedi really divided the fan base, they started calling us names. They started saying that we were sexist or racist, as if we didn't like these characters, that you don't like strong, independent women, if you don't, that you're just a bot. Apparently, Disney actually thinks that Russian bots hacked into Rotten Tomatoes or whatever and gave the film all sorts of bad reviews. Disney, Lucasfilm, how stupid do you think we are? Do you really think we're gonna buy that? Why would Russians want to destroy a Star Wars movie? Out of all, you can believe whatever you want about Russia and our current president, but why would they have any stake in a Star Wars movie? Why would they want to destroy that? I'm pretty sure there are much higher priorities for them than focusing on Star Wars. Yeah, all the people involved in Lucasfilm, all the people involved in Lucasfilm and all the people that they have in the entertainment industry was just attacking and wouldn't let up. I knew that something like this was going to happen. I wanted to remain positive, but I knew that the reason that Disney cast a woman and two men of color for the lead heroes in The Force Awakens, that they were going to use that as an excuse to go into this political bullcrap. I knew, Hollywood does not treat people like human beings. They treat them like tools. I knew that they were going to do this. And I was so praying that they wouldn't, because Star Wars is such a special thing to so many people, and nope. Nothing's off limits for people. Not Star Wars, not Star Trek, not Ghostbusters, not Doctor Who, not Marvel, not DC, not anything. Everything has to be political. all these stupid leftist identity politics is a religion. And these people are on their own jihad against us. Am I going to get in trouble for all these things? Am I going to get in trouble for saying certain things? YouTube, am I in trouble? Are you going to take down my account? I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Yeah, the worst part about it is that Disney allows this. They allow all this critique, all these critiques, because they want to, not only do they want to protect this film, but they want to protect their image. They don't want to admit that they made a mistake. Which, granted, they paid a lot of money for this and for the property, but Disney, we would have a lot more respect for you if you just admitted your faults. I don't know what George Lucas did in response when people were critical of the prequels. I'm pretty sure he would, to my knowledge, he was not, didn't do anything like this. I mean, with Jar Jar Binks, he gave him smaller and smaller roles in each succeeding movie, where he was, to the point where he was practically non-existent in the Revenge of the Sith. I have not talked for this long in a period of a time. Sorry if I'm still stuttering, but Disney apparently thinks it's a good idea to just double down on everything on all of this and say that we're wrong, we're sexist, we're racist, we're homophobes, we're all that bullshit. Just so that they can say they're sorry little asses. I don't mean to be getting a little crude right now, but that's what this movie brings out of you. And they definitely didn't expect the backlash to be this way. Out of the ashes of this movie came a movement called the Fandom Menace. Play on the Phantom Menace, if you will. And you can say whatever you want about those people, but you know what? I think I'm kind of in the same boat as them. It's funny, when watching this movie, I don't feel like I hate it as much. There are certain moments that do feel kind of like Star Wars, like some of the space battles, but then there's just, when you think about it, this movie falls apart so badly. Like, what were they even thinking? Did anyone have a clue when going into this movie? Oh boy. The worst part, I'm sorry to say, I actually paid for tickets to see The Rise of Skywalker tonight. I just want to get this over with. This is going to be a giant train wreck. And for those of you who were wondering, I'm not so focused on watching either Rogue One or Solo. I could at some point, I thought, but I've only seen them a few times. Well, Solo I've only seen once, but I just didn't feel like they were necessary to talk about. But regardless, I think Rogue One is fine, and Solo, forgettable. I could watch them again and give you my thoughts, but at this point, oh boy, Star Wars is dead. And from what I'm hearing about Episode 9, it's dead. What a shame. What a true shame. There's nothing safe from Hollywood, from the Marxist left. Nothing safe from these people. They have to destroy everything we hold dear to push their vision. So I guess that's all I have to say about The Last Jedi. Man, this really takes a lot out of you. But before I go, I have something I want to do. Hold on a sec. Just give me a little time. So this is to you, Ryan Johnson. I know that you made a post on one of your social media things, holding up this little card that said your Snoke theory sucks, basically mocking us for trying to theorize of who Supreme Leader Snoke was when you really had nothing. You just killed him off before anything could be answered. And that's just that's a dick move. You may think you're so high and mighty, but you're not. You're a hack. You have no reason to talk to us about income inequality or anything like that when you are one of the Hollywood elites. And for you, this may get me in trouble, but for your movie, I have one simple note. That's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys later for my Rise of Skywalker video. Bye.